One of isekai's most controversial anime, Mushoku Tensei, is finally set to return, and in this video we will go over the release date, plot, and pretty much everything there is to know, so hit that like and subscribe button and let's dive in. So, the third season of Mushoku Tensei was announced back in 2024 after the conclusion of its second season, and the studio pretty much stayed radio silent since. Now, however, we got a new trailer and a release date, although the release date is a bit confusing, which I'll explain in a second. So, in the new trailer, it opens with a preview of Rudy's life in Sharia, and we also see his child, and obviously everyone else close to him. So this all is hinting at the arc for the start of Season 3, which will adapt the everyday life arc, which is more of a down period for the series following the tragic stuff that happened in the previous arc. So this arc is only going to last about one or maybe only half of the first episode, as this arc is one of the shortest arcs in the story. Then we come to this scene. So this is the following arc that will be adapted, which is called the Summoning Arc, which covers Volume 14 of the light novel. And without giving out spoilers, this arc has got to do with this castle in the sky, which we also seen glimpses of in Season 1. And then we got some landscapes, and then we come to this scene. So we all know this is Orsted the Dragonkind, and this scene takes place in Volume 15 of the light novel, which is the Human God arc. And then here, we see Perugius Dola, who is a high-ranking member of the Dragon Tribe, who holds the title of Armored Dragon King and one of the 7 great heroes, who sealed away a demon by the name of Lapis 500 years ago when the demon tried to wage war against humanity, and this guy currently resides in the floating castle. And we also seen him in the first season when he sent someone to look at the Mana Storm. Then, at the end of the trailer, we see Eris, which is obviously confirming her return in this season. So this is purely speculation, but given the arcs this trailer is showcasing, which is about 3 of them, it pretty much confirms that this new season will again give us a 12-episode first core, because we didn't see any other arcs covered in here, so it will likely end the first core on the Human God arc, which is Rudy's fight against Orsted. So now we get to the ending of the trailer, which showcases the release year, which is set for 2026. Now, this is where things get a bit complicated. So, not too long ago, there was a leak that Mushoku Tensei will be released in April of 2026. And this comes from Toho's newly released financial results presentation for the first quarter of the 2026 fiscal year, which shows the release date. This would also make sense, as this is normally the start of a new 3-month cycle of seasonal anime, but as always, we need to remember that without an official confirmation, the date can always change. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.